Hi, welcome to Daughter and Dad Podcast, Episode 1, This, That, and the Other Thing.
Hey, Pru.
Hey, Dad.
You're looking good. Good hair day.
It's a good hair day.
We're grateful for any time that happens.
Exactly. Especially today. It's really humid. We're having a rainstorm today. So
Raining here today. I'll have a little bit of a curl in my hair.
yeah, I just have frizz.
Well, this is all good. I like it's so green here compared to last year. Man,
Man.
now everything is green.
That's awesome. It's just starting to get green here. All the buds are coming out on the trees, and my catmint is popping up, and the blackberries are coming into bloom. It's beautiful.
That is so good. I have two big crepe myrtles in my yard, and one of them I had someone just cut it all halfway down, so there were no branches, only big sticks coming out. And I said, "Is this going to come back? Is this going to come back?"
And it
is
did.
coming back so magnificently.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Well, what did you do at the Science Museum yesterday?
Oh, yesterday at the Science Museum, Tegan was completely captivated with the dinosaurs. We looked at every single dinosaur skeleton. They have one that kids can actually climb on. So she spent half an hour on there. And she's very excited because in a couple of weeks on spring break, I'm going to take her out to Shark Tooth Ridge, which is outside of town, about 40 miles out in the desert. And it's this mesa. It's all made of sandstone, and it's loaded with megalodon teeth, which is an ancient shark. So you can just sit there and dig with a trowel and find hundreds of shark's teeth.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, she's super excited.
Maybe she'll get enough to make a necklace.
Yeah, I bet she will. She will. She loves making jewelry. Yeah.
Well, watch out, because did you read about the mountain lion attack in Colorado?
No.
Yeah. Husband and wife are sitting in a hot tub.
Oh my gosh.
And they're talking, and a guy all of a sudden feels this clamping around his head. And his wife starts screaming and splashing water at the mountain lion, and he grabs a flashlight and shines it in his eyes, and mountain lion let go. The guy ended up with just scratches, but is that freaky?
Dad, that's super freaky. We don't have any mountain lions in the city, but we do have bobcats and coyotes, and I've had both of those wander into the yard.
Is that right?
Yeah. We have this bobcat that regularly runs across the roof and then jumps off onto the fence and makes a horrible clatter right outside the bedroom almost every night.
They can be a vicious animal.
Yeah, they can be a vicious animal, but I don't mind. And I figure he's keeping all the crazy people away.
Keeps the crazy away and probably will pick up any rat or
exactly.
Thief, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bobcats are cool.
Well, I will tell you about my exciting day.
Okay, I've got something funny and exciting to share too. I don't know if it's that exciting, but it's funny.
Well, funny. Let's start with funny.
Okay, so, I have an Apple Watch, and it gives you these different notifications during the day, especially when you accomplish something. Yay, you stood for 12 hours today, or yay, you just did a workout. And so I have it set so when I hit 700 calories exerted in exercise a day, it gives me this big display of fireworks. So I went to Jazzercise this morning, and I also went for a walk. And so I had a lot of calories in, but it still hadn't done that. And then I went to the bathroom, and when I was wiping my butt, it exploded. Congratulations, you met your new goal.
Well, I didn't know that burned calories, but sometimes I can picture it.
Exactly.
I've thought so many times of getting an Apple Watch. The only thing that stops me is that I'd be checking it all the time, checking my pulse rate and everything else. And I said, I think I'm a more peaceful guy without the Apple Watch.
Yeah, Dad, I sometimes wrestle with that because I tend to really look at it all the time. Oh, what's my heart rate right now? Oh, what's my
Yeah.
breathing rate? What's my oxygen level?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's
Do you
out of
sleep?
control.
Do you sleep with it?
I do. And I do like the sleep tracking because it does tell me how many hours of deep sleep I get or rapid eye movement. So dream sleep. And that's actually super helpful because sometimes if I'm having kind of a down day, I'll check my sleep stats from the night before and it will tell me, oh gosh, I didn't have a lot of deep sleep. I must have been tossing and turning. It's kind of nice.
So then do you go take a nap?
No, it doesn't make any difference in my behavior.
Yeah, I'll dream at night, but I sleep pretty well. You know that fatty 15 that I told you about?
Dad, I came in, I'm on day 3.
I will tell you that my night sleeps are deeper,
Okay, wow.
really deeper. And I will have a good 5 to 6 hours of really deep sleep. I'll wake up, head to the bathroom, come back, and go back to sleep. It's been simply amazing that way for me. It
Oh, that's great. How long did that take to kick in for you?
was about a week.
Okay, so I've got a few days to go. I haven't felt anything yet, but I have high hopes.
They say it takes 6 weeks for it really to kick in.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So that's but I shared it with Uncle Ed.
Yeah.
He goes and checks all the research.
Oh, of course he does.
Yeah. But he says he thought it was really a good thing.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked it up too and looked up the components in it, and I thought it looked wonderful. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what it does.
Well, my exciting news is, if it was not so exciting, but I decided to renew my passport.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, it wasn't as easy as I thought it would be because 3 years ago, I was going through stuff that Mom and I had, and I said, "Oh, I'm going to shred her passport."
Yeah.
Well, guess whose passport I shredded?
Oh no.
Yeah. I shredded mine. Well, so when I went on, I said I went to report it to the State Department
Right.
yesterday, and I'm going through there, and they said, "Is it lost or stolen?" I want stolen, and they had a section there. Is it damaged? So I started with that, and I said, "This isn't going to work." So I put it was lost. And I said, "Well,
Yeah.
that's really being honest. I don't know where the shreds are these days. Some landfill."
Right.
So then it says, "Go through this. Do you remember the date it was issued?" How can you remember the date it was issued, right?
Oh, I have no
Then I wanted
no
to
idea
know.
on mine.
Yeah. So I just guesstimated that. But then I had to have grandma and grandpa's full name,
Right.
mom's full name. So I'm going to get a passport. Now the question is, where do I want to go? I've been thinking, these are my places. Now tell me what you think.
Okay.
Okay. So if I go to Europe, I would think of going to Italy or Barcelona in Spain. Then I'm also thinking, and maybe I'll go to Tokyo and have a good friend in China who wants me to come and visit. Maybe I'll go to China. Those are the where I'm thinking right now.
Wow, those all sound wonderful. I haven't been to any of those places. I am planning on going to Spain this year, so that's going to be exciting. But I haven't been to Italy at all. I've been to London a few times, and I've never been to Japan. Tokyo has always intrigued me. And China just sounds amazing. The food itself has got to be incredible.
It's got to be very, very good.
Yeah. Now, do you know what you have to do for visas for China? That seems like that might be a complicated country to visit with all of the political landscape. I don't even know.
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
right now my goal is just to get my passport. When I'm going to make a decision, I think I want to go visit someplace. So
Yeah.
actually, if I had to rate them in order, I'm thinking maybe Japan,
Yeah.
then Spain, then Italy, then China. Put them in that order because of the political things with China.
Right.
Not
Right.
really quite there yet.
Right. Right. Oh, well, that sounds fantastic. Tokyo has got to be incredible. I've watched a lot of YouTubes on Tokyo. They have all of this great street food. They have these little micro hotels which is just like a little tiny cubicle with a bed. They're supposed to be inexpensive that you can sleep in. I think it sounds fun.
Well, this would be the time of year to go right now.
Yeah.
But I'll miss it though with the cherry blossoms.
The cherry blossoms.
Yeah, that would be good. So I don't know. We'll see how that all plays out. So you and your ministries will be heading to Spain. Do you have the
We'll head
dates
to
yet for
Spain.
that?
We do not have the dates yet for that. They have a lot of projects in the works right now that have had a lot of problems with supply chain issues. So things have gotten pushed back a little bit, but we'll probably headed there late spring, maybe early summer to Valencia.
Most of the family then will be heading someplace overseas if I go.
Wow.
So you'll be going to Spain. Dolly is taking students over to Austria in May.
Wow.
B is doing her summer abroad from Notre Dame in Italy.
Wow.
Angie and Scott and Frankie are going to go to South Africa.
Wow.
And Angie's going to run in a 50-mile race.
Wow.
Yes, she has some friends that have been asking her to go. Then I think they may go up to Italy. Now she's been asking me to join them in Italy, so there's a slight temptation there.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of traveling there.
That is a lot of traveling. That sounds very exciting. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Angie and Scott always go a lot of places.
They
They've been
do.
all over the world.
They just came back from England last week.
Oh, wow. Well, there you go.
Yeah. The whole family went over there. They had spring break, but she had she had a grant issue that she's working with people over there.
Right.
Yeah. They had great Indian food.
Oh,
I know
England's the
you
place
love
for
Indian
that.
food.
I do. The spicier, the better.
The spice, feather, crank it up.
That's right. I can eat anyone under the table with hot peppers. Anybody on the planet.
I would put you up against anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, ghost peppers, that's kid stuff.
That is kid stuff. I grow Carolina Reapers, the hottest pepper in the world, in my garden.
You must, when you touch them, do you use gloves?
I do. When I pick them, I use gloves, and I usually ferment them or pickle them, which brings the heat down a little bit.
That's even better, fermented food.
Yeah, it's so good for you.
Yeah, I've been doing kombucha lately.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
Have you made your own? You can make your own, Dad. It's real easy.
I want to make sure it's safe.
Yeah.
I am going to try refried beans this week, make my own.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Those aren't so
really
tough.
nice recipe today on that. And this person suggested, now tell me what you think.
Okay.
This person said, okay, in a skillet, saute your onions, any jalapenos or whatever heat you want to put in it, and garlic.
Okay.
And get that sauteed. Then put I wanted canna beans. I didn't want to go through the process of doing dry beans. So then it said to drain your can of beans, but save the juice from a bean can.
Right.
And then drop the beans into the mix.
Okay.
Start heating it. And then use a potato masher to mash it up as it's heating.
That sounds right. That sounds
And then
great.
use the bean sauce that you took out to add to mitigate the thickness of it.
Right. That sounds wonderful. Okay, so what are you going to do with them after you make them? Are you going to have tacos or just refried beans with something on the side?
I eat them two ways.
Yeah.
Or three ways. The first way, I lick my fingers to make sure.
Always.
Make sure I get everything off the bowl. Some things never change. Yeah, I'll use them basically for my lunch and make a roll-up, a bean burrito
Oh,
roll.
that
But
sounds
I do
good.
like to make them take it, and I will do this at night. I'll have it as my main protein staple with dinner. But I'll
Yeah.
also roast sliced potatoes, broccoli, and mushrooms, and use that to dip into my bean mix.
Oh, that sounds really good. Yeah. I like that idea. You could like make a power bowl too. I like making power bowls with beans on the bottom and then roasted veggies on top and hot peppers.
That sounds like a winner.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's-
those
it
are
almost-
good.
I could picture that.
Yeah.
That would be good.
That would be good.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's I'm thinking of doing that this week.
I think that sounds great. What else do you have on tap for food this week?
Oh, last night I made the best dinner. I did.
Okay, I'm excited to hear about this.
And I'm going to tell you what made me so excited about it is that I had to juggle 3 or 4 things at the same time, and I made them come right out at the same time. Boom.
Wow.
I felt like
Wow.
I felt like I was on what is the guy's name with the blonde spiky hair? He does,
Oh, yeah.
he does
Guy
the cross-
Fieri. Guy
The
Fieri.
3 Gs guy, 3 Gs.
Yeah, yeah.
On the 3G, I see these guys on there and they go, yes, I'm finished. And as soon as I finished, I went, yes, I'm finished. Bring on Bobby Flay, Guy Fieri. I'm all set for them.
You were all set. Totally set.
Okay, well, what I did was I had a pot going with boiling
Yeah.
water and boiling mussels.
Ooh, that sounds
Okay.
good.
Then with the one machine I cannot do without, my air fryer.
Your air fryer. Yeah.
In my air fryer, I had red peppers I'm roasting, a little broccoli I'm roasting, onions I'm roasting, and mushrooms I'm roasting. Now, I use this thing called Fasta Pasta. It's a plastic thing I got off of Amazon,
Okay.
and I had 1 serving of angel hair spaghetti in there.
Yeah.
Fill it up to the first level with water.
Okay.
I stick that into the microwave for 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
It's a microwave thing. I've never heard of this before.
Oh, yeah.
I know they exist, but I've never seen one.
I will tell you, it cooks my pasta perfectly every time. But I only do the angel hair. I love angel hair.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so I had to plan where the angel hair is going to come out, when the mussels are going
Okay.
to get done, and when the air fryer is going to get done.
Okay.
So, but I had one strainer. I said, do I want to strain the spaghetti first or the mussels first? I said, I think I'll strain the spaghetti first.
Yeah.
I did. Mix that with olive oil so it wouldn't stick.
Right.
Drain the mussels. Then the air fryer clicked off at that time. Put a little more EVOO on my spaghetti. Mix
Yep.
the veggies in with it. Then I put the mussels all around the edges. And it was
Oh
so
my
tasty.
gosh. Dad, did you take a picture of this?
I did.
Okay. You have to send me the picture and I'm going to put it up so everyone can see.
Let me see if I hope I didn't delete it. Let me see. Here, I'm going to send it to you right now.
Okay, cool. I'm going to take a look here.
Okay. Oh, then I have asparagus with it, organic
Yeah.
strawberries, and a healthy spinach salad.
Ooh, that sounds amazing. Wow. Dad, you've got to start a cooking show. You've got to start a cooking show. This is amazing.
We
This
should do
looks
it together.
great. Yeah, we should do it together. I made yesterday tricolor quinoa and I added shiitake mushrooms and some cut up hazelnuts and a bunch of spices. And I did that in my rice cooker. And then I in the oven, I put some salmon fillets with a little bit of
Oh, jeez.
lemon and a few different herbs from the garden. And then we had a side salad. It was super delicious. I did not take a picture, but it was really yummy. And today we're having leftovers.
That sounds so good. So
It
good.
was oh, and I also made homemade sourdough bread with caramelized onions on top.
Hey, you're busting my chops.
It was
Very,
great.
I love sourdough bread. Man, that
I do too.
sounds
Well, I
so
have a
delicious.
sourdough starter in my fridge that's 15 years old. I started it 15 years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I just take some out and add some more stuff in, mix it up, let it sit in there. And it's always there if I want to make something with it.
How much
And
starter,
months may go by before, but it's just sits there. Nothing ever happens to it.
how much starter do you take out?
I don't know, maybe a cup, half a cup, a cup. It depends on what I'm making. Sometimes, usually I'm making some kind of a bread item. Once in a great while, I'll do pancakes, like a whole grain pancake, sourdough pancakes. But that's kind of rare.
How do you add to it?
You just to keep the sourdough starter going, I add another cup of flour and a little bit of water, stir it all up and stick it back in the fridge and it just does its thing. Just
It
ferments
never
and
gets bad.
never goes bad.
That is so amazing.
Yeah, I keep it in a sealed mason jar. Just have to make sure that it's sealed. And yeah, some people have sourdough starters that they got from their grandparents and beyond, and they are like over 150 years old.
Wow,
Some
that's
people have
amazing.
like these incredible sourdough starters. So
So that's the
my
thing.
little 15-year-old wants just a baby. And I've given Louie and Alex sourdough starter from my master starter. And so now they've got sourdough starters. They don't do anything with it. I think they might have thrown theirs out.
They said, "That's nice, Mom. Man, when I get home, this is going out."
I know. I've turned it to grandma, Dad.
Yeah,
Everything but the Watergate cake.
Watergate cake. That's going out when we get home.
Exactly.
Well, I see that in New Mexico, you use your mason jars for sourdough starters. In Texas, they use them to drink beer.
Now, Dad, they do that here too. I've seen it. If we go out every once in a while, they will serve beer in mason jars. It's it's like a thing. I think it's a Southwestern thing.
The Southwestern thing. That's
Yeah,
just wild.
cowboys. Yeah.
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 Wow. True. I think this was pretty good today.
Dad, I think this is awesome.
Really, I didn't think we'd talk about cooking, but that was great.
That was awesome. I love how we're just morphing from one subject to another. It's coming out perfect.
Are you having a great hair day? Where do you think Dad should go on his vacation with his new passport? And most importantly, is Pru a serial killer? Let us know in comments. Thanks for listening.